Hi, we're going to talk about plant health. So just like humans, plants also need nutrients to be vital, to survive, to prosper, to be healthy. Plants need 17 nutrients, but there's 3 that are really important. There's N, there's P, and there's K, like you would see on the periodic table of elements. So nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Now, when plants grow, they're eating all of the nutrients in the soil, and that soil needs to be replenished. If they don't have those nutrients, they're not going to be healthy, and maybe they'll wilt, they'll die prematurely, or maybe they'll be infested by another creature. Here in Nanaimo, we're very fortunate. Not just because of our year-round growing season, but because we have a world-class composting system. This brings me to introducing a concept known as cradle-to-cradle. Now, I didn't learn about this concept till in university, and I kind of wish I knew about it before, because it really makes you look at the world in a different way, and you understand how everything is much more connected and can be much more connected. Cradle to cradle is a term used in life cycle analysis to describe a material or product that is recycled into a new product at the end of its life, so that there's ultimately zero waste. That's great. So an example, you're in your garden and you're picking a carrot, and you snap off the green top, you eat the carrot, but then you have this green top, and the carrot top has so much potential left in it. So in cradle to cradle, you could put it in a vermicompost, for example, have those worms eat it up and produce casts, and then have those new, fresh, rich nutrients to then feed back to your plant and improve your plant's health. Another active concept that we can engage in is the various R's. The R cycle, so rethinking our action with something. Refusing, maybe we don't need something. Reducing, maybe we need it, but we could do with less of it. Reusing, like the carrot top. Repairing and recycling. There's plenty of great videos discussing how to make your own vermicompost. This is the one that I use at home, just Rubbermaid containers, and it works great. It allows me to help my plants be healthy thanks to the worms that produce the casts, and it's absolutely full of nutrients. So let's deconstruct it and see what's going on inside. On the top layer here is carbon in the form of newspaper. And what this does is it prevents the accumulation of fruit flies. I don't see any fruit flies here, which is awesome. As well, it balances the moisture within my vermicompost. So, all the worms are happy. If for some reason I, notice that it's getting dry, then I can just use my spray bottle, moisten it up, give it a little spray, and that'll just rehydrate it. If we peel this top layer back, what do we see? Another, example of carbon here. We can notice that the worms are actually decomposing this and transforming it into those nutrients that improves plant health that we can, add to our other plants in the garden. There's some greenery here, some paper towel, eggshells, coffee, lots of us drink coffee, put those grounds in, put those filters in, a little tea bag here, and yeah. So I'll just tuck that back in, make the worms nice and happy. They like it dark and wet. And then this side, it's much more broken down. We see the transformation. They're kind of hiding here, but you can see it's broken down, right? It's similar to that topsoil we used when we planted our zucchini last time. Oh, here we go. So this is a red wiggler. You can see it wiggling. Oh yeah. I don't know. I like playing with worms. They're nice, but we'll respect it and tuck it back in there. Okay, so we looked at the top half. So there are holes in the sides, like you can see those, and then in the bottom as well. And so just like when we had our potted plants, we made sure that there was those poked holes in like that milk carton, for example. So we lift that up, and then it allows the liquid to seep down. And then as you see down here, the excess has fallen, and we can just clean that out accordingly. You may want to put a base layer at the very bottom here so that the red wiggly worms, they don't wriggle out. You could use like an old t-shirt, for example, that would create that barrier, no problem.